And now moving to China. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has sacked 2 former defense ministers from the Communist Party over corruption charges. The Politburo has launched prosecution proceedings for Li Shangfu and his predecessor, Wei Fenghe. The action follows Xi's anti-corruption campaign within the military's power centers. However, it also poses a risk of instability and a crisis of confidence during a sensitive time in China's foreign relations. Our next report goes into detail.
Behind the walls of the government and military compounds of the Chinese capital, powerful generals have disappeared from public view, one after another. While some were subsequently removed from their positions without explanation, others were charged with corruption. So after months of intense public speculation and evasive non-answers from government spokespersons, in the latest, the Chinese Communist Party has removed 2 former defense ministers, Li Shangfu and his predecessor Wei Fenghe, over allegations of corruption and bribery. The decision to remove former Defense Minister Li comes after he was removed from his position in October after only 7 months into his tenure. Since the dismissal report suggests that Li's case has now been sent to military prosecutors, indicating a potential trial that could lead to a life sentence. Additionally, his predecessor Wei is also accused of serious violations of party discipline and the law. An investigation launched last September found that he had accepted a huge amount of money and valuables in bribes and helped others gain improper benefits in personal arrangements. And just like Li, Wei also disappeared from public view for an extended period after he was replaced during a cabinet reshuffle last March. The decisions to strip the ministers of their party membership was approved by the Communist Party's Politburo, and their removal from the Central Committee will be formally announced during the party's 3rd plenum scheduled from July 15th to 18th. Since last year, China's military has undergone a sweeping anti-corruption purge, with at least 7 PLA generals and a handful of aerospace defense industry executives removed from the national legislative body. These removals follow Chinese President Xi Jinping's corruption and disloyalty hallmark, which he pledged while coming to power in 2012. Analysts, however, explain that these purges are a setback for the Chinese leader, who's pumped billions into buying and developing equipment as part of a modernizing drive to build a world-class military by 2050, and also as military tensions in the West Philippine Sea and the Taiwan Straits remain fraught.
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.